Thank you. Thank you all for being here. It's difficult to believe that this day is here. What you all are about to see in the tours that follow, many of you for the first time, is the result of literally thousands, and in the case of our generous donors, tens of thousands of passionate Cal faithful who believed in the need, for facilities that provided conditions for success for our student athletes, and who believed in the need for a stadium that provided a safe, secure venue for our community to gather, and a facility that provided customer amenities to create a compelling game day atmosphere. As the public knows, we considered many alternatives in considering what to do with an aging California Memorial Stadium that was badly in need of what I said over and over again, a little tender, loving care. They included moving Cal football elsewhere. But in the end, I believe that today validates our decision in such a big way, the decision that was made to restore Memorial Stadium, preserve her history, and to keep football on campus so that it continues to be a valuable connection point for our students, our alumni, and our campus community. But we have tastefully modernized her to provide the services and program necessary to run a modern intercollegiate athletics program and to serve today's customers in a way that is meaningful to them. Thus, you have the Simpson Center for Student Athlete High Performance and California Memorial Stadium. We've gone from having arguably, and no one here would argue it, arguably the worst facilities in Division I to certainly amongst the best. However, it has not been overnight. Nothing about this has been overnight. Much of the focus of these projects has been on football. And football is an important emotional driver for our campus and the financial driver for intercollegiate athletics. With subpar facilities, Jeff Tedford has brought our football program from the depths of 2-9 to a perennial challenger for conference titles and an annual bowl appearance for our community. In order for us not only to sustain that, but frankly to grow that and achieve all that we know the Cal faithful want us to achieve in our football program, these facilities were beyond necessary. And I know Jeff will speak shortly to that impact on our football program. But while our football program has gone from subpar to excellent, many of our other programs have gone from nothing to outstanding, as George pointed out. Programs like our nationally ranked softball program has gone from no locker room to a great locker room. Our seismically retrofitted and renovated Memorial Stadium will provide us this opportunity to appropriately entertain not only our guests on football Saturdays, but our ESP club structure and our modernized press box will enable us to provide a 7-day-a-week entertainment experience for our community in one of the most beautiful settings in the Bay Area. The view, the view. Those of you who have not seen it are in for a real treat. I have literally hundreds of people, organizations, and partners to thank. Obviously, I cannot and will not possibly do justice to that today. I'll spend the next year appropriately thanking all those involved. Perhaps it will take a lifetime to be done right. But no doubt that list starts with Bob Bergeneau. It was his commitment, his diligence, his determination that makes today possible. Thank you, Bob. Also, I had the great fortune to have a series of vice chancellors through this journey in Nathan Brostrom, Frank Urey, and John Wilton, who have been critical, particularly obviously on the financing side, to getting this done. The Southeast Campus Study Committee and our ongoing principals group who have guided this project for over 7 years. In particular, my partners, Carl Piester and Kathy Goshland. You kept me sane. Thank you. I hope that you will continue in a consultancy basis on that behalf for me. I'd like to publicly thank Regent Blum for his support and his assistance in helping the Regents to understand the importance of this project. Our partners in capital projects, Ed Denton, Rob Gale, Brian Main, and Jennifer McDougall, thank you. This has been, I know, a great heartache. This has been a difficult project, but I'd like to think we had some fun along the way. She's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. We must remember that this was conservatively a 30-month project that is being delivered game ready on September 1st in under 21 months. I think that's pretty miraculous, and you guys, along with all the other partners, pulled that off. One of the special aspects of this project is the fact that so many of the experts on this project, both inside the university and from our consultants and contractors, are Cal graduates. Just to name a few, Ed Denton, David Friedman, who I'll mention in a moment, Daryl Roberson, and Tom Mead from WebCore, all Cal graduates. That does my heart good in terms of the expertise and the work and the blood and sweat and tears that was put into this stadium. The design team of HNTB and Studios, whose work we will admire for decades. Thank you, Daryl, the principal at Studios, and Joe Diesco from HNTB. Structural engineers are Forel Alsasser, led by David Friedman, along with Renee Vigneault, and support from campus faculty of our seismic review committee. The expertise, again, by Calzone that have been, and that was not Calzone, that was Calzone, that have been put into this facility, truly stupendous. Campus inspectors, safety officers, code officials, fire marshals, all did an exceptional job in a very compressed time frame. Because of the unique nature of some of our challenges on this project, together with the Simpson Center, I certainly have to thank UCPD. And in particular, retired Chief Vicki Harrison, as it relates to our tree sitter challenges. Just as importantly, the thousands of engineers, architects, graphic designers, planners, lawyers, accountants, purchasing agents, contractors, officers, inspectors, etc., and all the folks that turned raw materials of lumber, concrete, steel, pipe, and wire into this magnificent venue for public celebration and enjoyment. WebCore, as our contractor, wow, what you've done is absolutely spectacular. Simply put, it was the men and women in the field and the factories and in assembly plants that put their muscle and their ingenuity to this, and it has produced what you will see today. It is absolutely spectacular. Finally, I want to thank those specifically in intercollegiate athletics who have made this possible. No doubt the lion's share of that recognition goes to Bob Milano Jr., who's been our project manager from day one. Bob has taken such great personal pride and responsibility, and the results show in what you see today. But there are also hundreds of other IA staff who have poured a lot of blood, sweat, and certainly there have been some tears into this project. As I've said to them on a number of occasions, this project and its enormity and its size has blocked out the sun for us for the last 8 years. It's been a mammoth undertaking that has dominated every day for the entire IA staff for a long time. I want to thank every member of that team. They believed, they never wavered, they kept their eye on the prize, and today we have the results that we have been working oh so hard for. This campus has been planning for, talking about, and trying to figure out how to get traction around this project for over 30 years. I am so proud that it is this day and that it is this team who are actually delivering these beautiful facilities. And to our community, our passionate alumni and donors and fans, like Lisa and Doug Goldman, whose generous gift is being honored with the naming of the Lisa and Douglas Goldman Plaza that you're sitting on right now, to our passionate alumni, donors, and fans, this is because of you, and this is for you. And through your generosity and spirit, you have enabled it to happen. Thank you, and go Bears.